Hello, my name is John Conklin with Colliers, Atlanta, and I'm here today to run you through an electric fire pump test and maintenance procedures. As you started the video, you kind of panned around. What you're looking for when you first come in the room is to make sure all the valves are in their normal positions. In this case, the butterfly in line, OSY valve, the stem is up. Once everything is normal, you're going to come over here to the fire alarm panel. You're going to look, everything, it should be reading normal. If it's not, you want to do your troubleshooting procedures and make sure everything's taken care of before you start. What you're going to do here is the next step is you're going to call the monitoring company and place the system on test. That way everybody knows that there is no fire or anything else going on. So I've already done that. As we walk over here, now what I'm going to do for our video purposes is I'm just going to show you how to start the pump. Normally you would do a 10-minute fire pump run. I'm going to start it, stop it, so that way I can walk you through and you can actually hear me. You'll see why in a second. Got my handy dandy hearing protection here. Over here for the fire pump controller, got your pressure sensing line. Got a gauge here. You're going to watch it fall. Look at the pressure where it pump starts. What you're going to do with that is you're going to note that pressure and also these gauges here and some of the other stuff that's required. Like I said, normally the pump would be running right now. What you're going to look for is to make sure there's a drip in there. And what that's doing is water's passing through, keeping your bearings and your packing and everything cool, and your actual pump itself should be cool. Once you get above about 130 degrees, then you need to start worrying about it and get some troubleshooting or maintenance in to give you some assistance with that. Some of the other things you're going to look at is you have two gauges, one on each side of the pump. This one's coming in from the city. That's your inlet pressure. You have your discharge pressure on this side. This is what's going to your fire control system. So you're going to note that on your sheets as well. Once you've made it through your 10 minutes and everything's all working, no loud sounds, no overheating and all that, you're going to come over here. You're going to either use the circuit breaker disconnect or the stop button and take this out of operation. Next step you're going to do is you're going to come over here and test your jockey pump controller and make sure it is working. Remember, the jockey pump is that little pump right here that runs, so this big pump doesn't have to. That's going to keep you in normal pressure readings. So the way to test that is much like we did here with the pressure sensing line. You got one here for your jockey pump, and it'll be quick. There you go. So that brought us back up in pressure, so I know that's working. So reverse steps here. Gonna make sure everything's back good and operational. Make sure this is back and fully operational. Check your valves to make sure they're all open as you're doing your walkthrough. You're gonna walk over here to your alarm panel. You're gonna hit the reset button. What that's gonna do is clear out any of them codes that may be in there that may be glitches later on. It's kind of a system reboot. Once you get that all and it shows normal operations, you go ahead and close that up. You're going to call that fire monitoring company, make sure they received all those signals that you just sent them for the fire pump run and everything else. Then you're going to tell them to go ahead and place it back in their normal operating monitoring, so that way your building's protected. All right, that's pretty much it for the electric fire pump. Thank you for watching this video from Colliers, Atlanta.